Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. With the sunrise spark, fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Grand Rising people. It's your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it, aka look, you know who this is. You know who this is. A unit still under construction. So if you hear a lot of banging and clunking and everything, we getting it done, baby. We getting it done. That's right. It's coming together nicely. I cannot wait until everything is done. And that'd be no more kicking up dust, no more sawdust, no more nothing. I'll be able to just breathe in good air again and get the house up to par and all that good stuff. Woo! Today is Tall Tale Thursday, and we talking about these tall tales, baby. I want to say congratulations to my cousin, and she's a grandmother again. Her son just had a bouncing baby girl the other day. Uh, Day before yesterday. What was day before yesterday? Tuesday. And congratulations to Big G. I mean, Gigas is a grandfather. He had welcomed his grandson into the world. These babies are showing up. Then we got to put the right things in these kids so as they get older, they grow up, they can show out instead of crash out. I'd rather for them to show out than to crash out. And I'm excited about that. Tomorrow, my niece, my great niece, oh my gosh, my nephew's little girl, little Serenity Rose, will be 5 years old tomorrow. And I'm at a dilemma. What do I get a 5-year-old that seem to have like everything? My first thing is to get them learning toys so they can learn their ABCs and numbers and all of that. But she already knows her ABCs. She already knows her numbers. And I don't want to get her a video game. I don't want to get her nothing to play on because I think they got too much stuff and everything in social media. So what do you get a 5-year-old that I want her to enjoy something, and I wanted it to be just like for her, something special, because 5 is a big deal. All the other every year is a big deal, but 5's supposed to be like, I'm 5 years old, boom, what I had 5, right? And I have not a clue. They too smart. They're too smart. Like I got her a little doll baby, right? One of the ones that she's supposed to feed and stuff. But my mother said that she was shaking the doll baby, talking about, open your eyes, girl, open your eyes. But the baby eyes don't open. It's one of the ones that's supposed to be like an infant, like you sleep and you're supposed to feed in the bottle. So now she's telling me she wants all the dolls. I guess she said, Reese done got me the wrong doll. The doll don't open the eyes. She can't play with the doll. Too much. She taking the doll baby, talking about the shaking baby syndrome already, shaking doll baby syndrome. Talking about open your eyes. So I was like, well, what do you get a 5-year-old, guys? Can anybody tell me they got children? Because the world, it changed so much. It's not the same. When we was when we was 5, we was happy with a yo-yo. You get us a yo-yo, ooh, a Dr. Yo-yo, ooh, and make tricks and do that. But these kids' attention span is so short. Can't get in no bat and ball. Then I thought about one of those bouncy things because she's got so much energy, right? I thought about one of those big things that you sit and you just bounce on. It's like a balloon. But I don't even know if they have it because I was like, oh, that's a fun toy because it's somebody with a lot of energy that can sit and bounce. And then I picture her going all around my nephew's home in that bouncy ball, knocking everything over, getting in trouble, getting a whooping. Or then I picture her punching a hole in the little bouncy thing because it looks like a big old balloon and you sit on it and you just bounce. Then I was like, yeah, to me that would be fun as a 5-year-old. But what do you get a 5-year-old in this day and age? Can anybody help me out there? What do the panel think? Fellas, what do I need to get the 5-year-old? So let's say good morning to my panel and bring them on in to my super producers. We got my super volleyball. Good morning. A big Trey. Good morning. T-Ray. I'm going to call him T-Ray. Good morning. And Uncle E, good morning. Good morning to y'all. Well, sorry. Not good morning, but grand rising to y'all. Because I think I bored all last night with the season and all this. Woo! Woo! That's all I can say. I know it's been running. But grand rising to everybody. How's everybody doing?
Good this morning. I'm on the move.
I know that's right. Making the move. I make, look what Cardi say. I make money moves. Go ahead, baby. Do your thing. Baby, when did y'all get a 5-year-old? Unc, Molly, Trey, help me. When you get a 5-year-old?
Then you said she got everything?
Um, I don't, as far as I
Get her
just don't know
some.
what
Get
do
her
you get
something
a
that makes
fight.
noise. Get her some type of instrument.
Oh, you
And
said what do you
I
get?
thought about they getting a drum set, but her parents said absolutely not. There ain't no
No,
one
no,
trying to make
that'll
noise.
be the last thing I get a 5-year old. You tripping? You're not gonna be banging down on them things all goddamn night. You tripping? She like roller
But this,
skates. Go buy her some roller skates.
You're one of them little kids that open up and talk and tell you the letters and stuff like that. A pop up, no, not a pop up book. That shit with the shit out of that. But one of them books that tell you, what the page says when you open it up.
unlike the CNC, when she got that, and you know what? They CNC is different. You just press a handle. Our CNC, you pull the string. Y'all remember that? The cow say moo, the CNC, and the thing go around and then put up whatever animals on the cow, and they teach you how to spell it and everything. Shoot, they CNC look like it's just this thing you go click, like a slot machine. That's what it remind me of. Like they didn't say no, they look the same no more. So I got ain't no more Toys R Us where I could like go and inside the stores to see where's
Hey,
the Toys R Us at. They don't have no
What is she
toy
into?
store.
What do she like? What is she into?
Everything. She's a busybody. She
but
love bubbles. She love bubbles.
the Fayos like still wear like clothes, shoes. That always been like an easy go to. Then you're a woman, so you should know like what girl.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
got her size and everything.
too
But
many
I
clothes.
mean,
You want to give her something on top of clothes. That's just some extra you might throw in there
I
anyway.
want to get her something for her. Something, that she can
For her,
enjoy and
fit them clothes. You want to get her a toy, probably a tablet or something. One of them little learning tablets or something.
she got one of those.
Yeah, you can have more than one.
Oh, okay. I
Different.
thought everything because she carried her tablet up under her arm like this, and she be
Oh,
pulling everything
one
up.
little
She showed
tablet.
me Peppa Pig and Doc McStuffins and all that. They so
They got the
automated,
little
but I want her to
tablet.
be able to.
They got the
I want
little.
her to play
You
like
can
we
play.
did.
Well, you gonna have to do something that y'all did. Then you gotta think of
Get
I
her a
something.
thought
bike.
about that.
Get
I
her a
thought
bike.
about the
Everybody
about
can't beat
a
that.
tricycle. Oh, she got a tricycle. Damn,
Then get her a
my
bike.
sister, my
I ain't
sister
bad
got her
going.
tricycle.
When they get a fat y'all.
She 5 years old. Get her a bike. They got training wheels on it.
Ain't like she gonna complain and she'll be 6 soon you turn around.
Yeah, something she can grow with. She can take it out in the back alley or the backyard and ride.
What up, y'all? We got eyes in here. Appreciate y'all tapping in, like, share, subscribe. You watching on YouTube.
Or
What do
you
y'all?
can take it to the take it to the Sky Zone where they can jump on the trampoline.
Sky Zone lit. The
Oh,
kids love it.
she don't like loud noise around other kids. She
It
has
don't matter what we say then, man. Anything we
a
say,
sensory thing.
she got
No,
that.
no, that's what I would. That's what I would love to do. But my sister, then they took her, and she like loud noise and stuff. She panics or whatever. She goes, I don't know. She just like she don't like loud stuff. They something wrong with her ears. I don't know if it's wrong with her ears or whatever. But she starts to cry and stuff around loud stuff. They said they took her before. Maybe I hope she grow out of that. I really do, because the loud stuff is all over the place. So the Sky Zone, that sounds fun. I want to go there with a jump on the trampoline. That sounds fun. Do y'all remember what y'all got y'all daughters and sisters at 5 years old? Do you remember? Molly, you remember?
I just told you.
What you got yours a bike?
I got her a bike and I took her to Sky Zone.
They had Sky Zone back then. Shoot.
Mm-hmm. What you think? Sky Zone only been around for what, 2-3 years or something?
Yeah, I mean, because I only heard about it a couple of years ago. So okay.
Uncle E daughter not that old anyway.
Oh, okay. She's still a little. Okay, okay.
Well, yeah, I have children.
20 years ago.
You have children. Sorry,
Yeah,
Uncle E. He still got the babies.
yeah.
Yeah, what up, Jay Watch? He says, is she on the spectrum? My stepson had autism and he can't take much noise.
No, well, I don't know if they got her tested for that, but she's smart as a whip. She's smart and she talked to you. She have adult conversations with you. She's very intelligent. I know she got ADD. She run around. She got a lot of energy. That's why I thought about that balloon thing. Do y'all remember that thing that I know I had it back in my day. I don't know if Molly and Trey had it too, but it was like a big old, it's a bouncy thing, and it looked like a ball, and you sit on it and you just bounce up and down. Y'all remember that?
Well, you talking about the little handle thing you handle and you gotta jump up and down but keep your balance on or something?
No, it was like a ball you sit on. You sit on it.
Yeah, you just jump up and
the little Mickey Mouse balls.
Yeah, like
Mickey
that.
Mouse
You
came
just
out with
and
the ears is where you hold them at.
The handle, you just bouncing and jumping up, because she got so much energy.
Yeah, but
she got a lot of energy.
I mean, that'd be a nice little toy.
So she can jump on there and have fun. It was fun for us. I mean, hell, we had to sit and spin, and all you did was sit in it and just spin around.
No, she definitely not on the spectrum. You know, she having full blown adult conversations and having running around, a lot of energy. Just a kid.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like when they start giving these kids these things and then start putting them on meds, and now it's like that kid ain't gonna never be running around and stuff like it now be doing like as a kid. What you supposed to be doing. They be like, well, he never sits still. We think he got 88. No kids sit still for too long when their legs just start working. But you want them to sit down and learn this and learn that. Some kids can do it, some kids can't. But I don't think medicine help. All you doing is draining their energy. And now you like, see, it works. He like the other kids. No, he not. He's drugged up, and now he's an addict for life. You know, so that's how they trick people, I think, into getting their kids to be addicts for life. You know, and addicts sound like bad, but I like to say that for they can think of it a different way, because now your kid is dependent on these drugs to act normal in society instead of just letting them live and grow out of it. I know when I was young, they'd have said I had all types of shit. I would have had autism. They'd put me on all that stuff because I had a lot of the same signs that these kids have today that they get medication to, you know. So it's just like I'm happy that this wasn't out there, because I definitely would have been probably an autism kid. My sister said all the time, like, "Dang, mom, ain't know you just had autism." Like, nah, well, can you grow out of it? You know, because she do have.
I think you could grow out of it, of autism.
Everything, he is dad and everything, just like me when I was younger. But you know, the only difference with me is I was forced to eat whatever my mom put on the table. But hey, that's what we eating. He's not, because he have autism, so he can spaz out. I used to spaz out. I told you I throw shit in the room, fuck the whole room up, you know. But I'm still gonna eat whatever on that table. But with him and a lot of kids today, they don't get their ass what they you got to be patient with them. You got to let them have it. Get them what they want. If that was me, I'd have had pizza every day. I would have had French fries every day. But eventually, I knew that I wasn't gonna get my way, and I grew out of that. But nowadays, they say, "Oh, that kid has this, that kid has that." Them kids be super smart, man. Like, that kid ain't nothing wrong with him. Just give him time. He might grow out of it. He might start speaking more. You know, just give them time. It be too fast. Now I think it's 8 months, 18 months to 24 months when they first start testing the kids with these things. That's just too early. They're not even in school yet.
I think
Kool-Aid.
that Ritalin is one of the worst things you can give a child. And to me, when you see a child with HCAD, they said they're just hyperactive. They just want to be a kid and play. See, because like when I was coming up, we didn't have, well, if we had it, we didn't know about it. Put it like this, in our community, we didn't have ADHD and stuff. But with ADHD, you just went outside and built a tree house, a playhouse, hopscotch, double dutch. It was so much for us to do to expel that energy. When you go outside now, the playground ain't the same. The kids don't get a chance to run around and play like they used to because they don't even play the same games they used to. We used to play the hell out of some Tweedledee and Miss Mary Matt. Do you know that the kids don't even know how to do that nowadays? They don't know how to entertain themselves. They don't know how to jump double dutch. Everybody, you got two ropes, so you made two ropes: the stitching cord, the phone cord. We was out there making sure everybody, every block, and somebody's out there jumping double dutch. These kids don't know how to jump double dutch. I was like, oh my gosh, where did that? You know? And then the energy, they dispel the energy. That so now all the kids got all this energy. They want to run and play, but they don't play the games that they used to. And now they telling the people, "Oh, something wrong with your kid. Put them on Ritalin." And Ritalin make them look like zombies. The kids ain't acting like kids because
Yeah,
they too busy zombified.
I think it's just different. It looked different, you know. I'm just now that this is active, is out here a lot. But kids, they do all types of stuff to get their exercise, and it's called TikTok challenges and trends. We see it all the time. They on there dancing, doing all that. That's energy. They not jumping rope. They just doing other things. They coming up little dance routines, trying to go viral so they can get money. Kids is on money heavy today. I don't think we was on money that hard. We was cool with a couple of dollars to go to the candy lady or to the ice cream truck. These little kids trying to buy Balenciagas. They trying to have a birthday party and have all types of rent out a spat and everything. So I just think that's the only
What do
difference.
a child know about Balenciaga, Molly? What do a child know about?
They wear
Is that
more
the
than
child
we
or the
do.
parent?
The kids, they kids know, them high schoolers and middle schoolers, they know exactly what they, you knew what style was hot when you was in middle school and high school. You knew not to wear certain gear. The kids ain't that slow, but
We got
they,
teased.
that's what I think it is though. The only difference, they more on money than we was.
The older kids, yeah, I can see that, but I'm talking about the younger kids, the 12 and the
Yeah,
under crew.
the younger kids.
Younger kids, I mean, you can go whatever age you want. They doing TikToks and dancing. They doing exercises. They playing sports. A lot of them. I just don't see them jumping rope. You know, that just ain't something they do. Like the boys around our neighborhood, I don't see them playing throwback football. You know, I
What's
still
throwback football? Like
they
the
just
football in the
playing in the
alley and stuff that
street.
we used to play?
Everybody against everybody. It's just one, you versus everybody. You got to try to score without letting everybody hit you. And that was something fun, you know, but you don't see it no more. But I can't make the assumption that kids don't play football. They do play football. They just don't do it the way we did things. They
We
just
got to teach them because it was fun. Teach them how to have fun now. Teach them that you don't have to just have fun with electronic devices. Teach them that they can have fun to play freeze tag, dodgeball, kickball. Oh, I used to love a good kickball game when we was
yeah,
kids coming up. Kickball, baseball. Oh man, we was even down at the tennis court playing a tennis, the
hey,
badminton, all of that.
what
Shoot.
up, Kool-Aid? J Wash said it's not a bad thing, just mean we are very creative. Our mind operate at high function that's normal. You don't need meds, you need patience and
That's
redirection.
right.
Said that's cause the food wasn't poison. That's what Kool-Aid said. Said that's
Ah.
it got a lot to do with the food. I agree with that 100% too. A lot of the food is messing these kids up. She said red light, yellow, green light, stop. Oh yeah, I remember that. Mother may I
Oh
keep.
yeah, Mother May I. 1, 2, 3 red light. Y'all remember that one? 1, 2, 3 red light. You turn
Yeah.
around, you move, go back. You gotta go back.
Green
Simon
light.
Says, Mother May I, hot bread and
Yeah.
butter. Come and get your supper. What was the
Yeah.
one that was that with the belt and you whipped the person all the way back to the
That's my
base?
shit. Half bread and butter. Half
Hot
bread
bread and
and
butter, come and get your supper. And then you whipped them all the way back to the base.
yeah. Whoever find the belt get the
Got
whoop
the
out
belt.
there. So we was looking for that belt. You get to hit your siblings with the belt like you wanted
He
a
be like,
like you know how that feel? You feel like yes, I got the belt, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. I can hit you across your fucking face. If I catch you on your face, it don't matter. Just know when they turn come, they coming for you. That's how you know who was getting into it. But that was
I
love.
can
They
see you.
never
I can see you now, Molly. They said Molly got the belt. Everybody running. You was running. You said you was fast. You probably was running up on it.
hell yeah. And what? You gotta let them know you hot. Soon you tell somebody they hot or they a little warm, everybody else start running in that direction. Like, oh shit. They like, hey, is I'm hot? Is I'm hot? Yeah, you hot. Oh shit, woo woo, you hot. If my niece get that joint, boy, we all used to run. She used to flip that thing around to the metal side. We was like, oh
Oh,
hell
she
yeah.
tried to hurt somebody.
She be just a laughing. Cause she can catch all of us. My niece used to be beating us and everything, man. We used to have to box. She went sometimes. It wasn't like a girly girl, you know. She used to be racking with us.
Yeah, I was like that too. It's homeboy. See, but those are good, beautiful memories. See, she's the only child too. She's the only child in her whole in our generation. She's my great niece. So it's just her on both sides of the family. You know, it's just her. She's 5 years old. That's why she can sit down to you and talk to you like an adult because there's no other kids around for her to play with other than preschool. She's going to start kindergarten, and I'm assuming that everything's going to change for her. Her whole little world is going to change. You know, because I'm just so excited to because I just love talking to her because she talks all the time. But I love that. I was like, girl, you
Yeah.
just inquisitive. Yeah, I'll talk to you. I'll tell you. And she crazy about my son. She'll tell you, sit down, let's talk. What 5-year-old or 4, she'll be 5 tomorrow, to tell you, sit down, let's talk. you
Mhm.
know,
Kids
she's like, well,
smart.
how was your day? Yeah, she's like, you like serenity. She's real, she's smart. She's
Yeah,
sharp. She's
kids
sharp.
smart. I doing about 4 or 5, and she picked up on my name, and she found that just so amazing. She was laughing. I was like, what in the world? Like, she was like, Dad this, Dad that. Just out the blue, she was like, hey, Jamal. And she just said it so smooth. I'm like, what you just say? And she started laughing. It's like, Jamal. I said, you better not call me that. And I like, my name Dad to you. She was laughing, but she started to learn everybody's name. So every time she sees somebody, it wasn't no more nicknames. Like my nephew name was Ed. That's his nickname, but his real name Adam. Soon as she seen Ed, she like, what up? He like, what up, Nana? He's like, what's up, Adam? She's like, what? What you just called me? He's like, yeah, Adam. I know your name. Like she just was so
I
happy
know
that
your
she
name.
know people's name. I was like, young kids just so smart. Kool-Aid said her childhood was fun, but she hated the game hide and go get it because
Oh, I
always
would quit.
she was always caught. That's because you slow and they was coming for Kool-Aid. They want Kool-Aid. We just had to go get it. That's crazy. So
Oh man,
yeah, I've been playing that for a while.
forever.
I still playing Kool-Aid, still playing hide and go get it. That dude looking for a
But she
Ray
got
Ray.
hot now.
He
She was playing
still
go get it.
still
Uh-huh.
hide. So gotta know the area first before you play Kool-Aid. Reckon on his high. You never get
I
caught.
always tell this story about this guy named Tony Payne.
So bad.
He had he must have had a schoolgirl crush on me because I was the only one that he would chase. I'm like, he wouldn't chase nobody else. Somebody else be standing over there. He went, I'm gonna get Reese. And I used to quit. I used to always quit. I said, I quit. I ain't playing no more.
He quit, shawty. When he wasn't the guy you wanted to catch you, huh? See,
No, I mean,
one
any of the
Lando.
guys was fine. But I was just like,
quit. He's like, this nigga keep
I quit.
chasing me.
With any of the guys, even the other guys, I just
Why
quit.
Jay Watts not chasing me? Jay Watts ain't chasing me. Why you quit, Reese?
Because everybody had their own girl, right?
Mhm.
Hannah Sherelle, everybody was, I'm gonna get her. But and I was like, okay. And Tony was like, I'm gonna get Reese. Because at that age, my boobies, because I was chunky and it looked like I had boobies. You know, bigger than the other little girl. I was like, no, you don't. But and I was like, after a couple of times of getting caught, I was like, I don't like this. Nope. And so every time, like, I quit. I just like to run around and hide over there. But that was it. That was it.
Hey, yeah, we used to play team tag, man. That shit would be lit.
That was fun.
100 of
You
us.
like
We playing all over, like
freeze
DC,
tag.
Murray. You can get on the bus, all that. Nah, team tag. That mean like if you start off it, and then you catch me. Now I'm it with you, and we got to keep on trying to catch everybody until the last person. And whoever the last person, everybody's trying to catch you. You know, and and then whoever the last person, you're gonna have to be the first person it for the next game. You know,
So,
but
but what about when y'all had to freeze? Did y'all just play that one? No matter where you was at or what you do, you had to freeze, and your team member had to come and try to untag you.
Yeah,
you had to freeze.
Yeah, we played that.
We had teams like that too.
In recess, like in school, we played that. Like in the neighborhood, we ain't really play that. You might not want to get caught stuck somewhere and some shit go down. Like, why you standing there? Well, I'm frozen. Like, nah, we ain't never did that. But that would have been probably cool. But we did it at school though.
We did it. You be in the middle of the street. Come take me, get me off the street. Somebody could get me off the street.
Because say never heard that. Say in New York City we played Manhunt. See, they had a name for it. It's probably they Freaky Friday or something. No. They probably they Freaky Friday down there. They called it Manhunt probably. Still the bacon. What? Flag relay. What in the hell?
But it's still the bacon. That sounds fun. Was that like hot bread and butter? We got to get y'all got to tell us about these games. What y'all do?
How you play still the bacon?
Yeah, that sound like that would be fun.
Manhunt. I know something else they probably doing Pittsburgh Kool-Aid that we don't know about. Say from project to project. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's lit. See, we used to do that. We had neighborhood wars, but we'd do like water guns and we'd do drive-bys and all that shit in neighborhoods and just pull up. They'd come back, get us. But it always random. You never know when they coming. Yeah, we used to do that with paintball guns too to the police.
We were stupid. We had rock fights. We throw rocks at each other. See, we had at the crabapple tree. We had the crabapple trees, and we would load them up, load these crab apples, and them things hurt. And because we stopped throwing the rocks, people was getting cut and stuff with the rocks. So we started throwing the crab apples. Did y'all do that? Have crab apple fights? The little teeny apples that be on the tree, they be hard. You get the red ones or the green ones.
Nah.
Maybe that was just that.
Nah, I do say rock fights, like you just picking up.
We did when we started out with rock fights, but people was getting hurt.
Yeah, nah.
People was because they
really throwing rock. We really just trying to hurt you. Like we threw rocks, but we weren't throwing it to play. We was trying to probably knock your head off. But then we had the slingshots. We had to make our own little slingshot with the sticks and the double tied rubber bands and hit people from afar with them joints. But mostly not to be funny, like we was trying to hurt whoever it was, and they was trying to hurt us. It was just like, okay, we gonna get their ass back tomorrow. It'd be weird. That shit hurt though. I got hit upside the forehead with an acorn. I'm happy it wasn't a rock. Dude put an acorn on his slingshot. That joint hurt. I just knew he hit me with a rock. But that acorn was broke right in front of me. I said, dang, that was an acorn.
And you swore you was bleed up, rub your head up, bleed.
I want to cry. I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to catch him, man. But he was from a distance. I was like, I'm gonna catch him. G that got him back for me. G that power bombed him off the top of the sliding board. G that used to be into wrestling a lot. Like he thought he was really one of them. He reenact whatever he see the day before, and he just grabbed people. I'm like, get him right there. So he not looking for Greg to mess with him. So Greg just grabbed him. Like, yeah, him and his little wrestling buddies. Come on, we gonna do the Dudley boys and all that. I was laughing. We used to be doing some dumb stuff. Okay, I got you. Who that Kool-Aid? Said y'all was stoning people. Yeah, that was Reese and man. They was out there. They was having fun doing it though, man. Somebody coming in.
Until somebody got hurt, then we had to stop.
But that's going to happen. You throwing rocks. The goal is to hit somebody. If somebody get hit, they gonna get hurt. Y'all was out there joint stoning each. Whatever. Yeah, we gonna get into that. Gotta go. I don't know if y'all heard of that. Crazy world out here. People been traveling to Dubai. I guess they've been stuck out there. People been stuck in other countries, and they
in the Middle East because of the war that's going on. Yes, they're telling people that they can't get back. People are stuck over here. They can't get back even over there. They're stuck both ways. They're stuck.
Is they stuck?
That's crazy.
You know, I'm just like, if you stuck here, would you feel more safe than being stuck there, being from here? Oh no, I think. Oh no,
I think I would be safe. Well, you would be safe wherever you from, allegedly, but it ain't been going down like that. So if you are U.S. People that like the U.S. or U.S. sympathizers, you get dealt with just like you are the U.S.
Yeah, I just like people watch the media a lot. They might think they doing something for their country. See American out there. Oh, you American? And they taking everything out on you because they don't like Trump. Like, hold on now.
Oh, that's not fair. No. But ain't that how they all do? That's loyal to the gang, I guess. You got to be loyal to the flag or whatever. Yeah. And gas prices are creeping up. Anybody noticing that?
Yeah.
Gas prices is coming up a few cents.
Said,
so like, here we go.
Our childhood was lit. You're right. Said she better say Dubai. He thought she better say Dubai to her freedom. Hey man, I be hiding in Dubai. She posting, man. I don't know. People saying ain't as bad out there. I'm just waiting to hear. But from what this girl saying, she's saying she's stuck. She's scared now. We're gonna share a clip and give our opinions on.
As you know, I'm the girl that decided to spend her 30th birthday in Dubai. And I'm coming on here very humbly, asking my president to just seize it. I'm an American taxpaying citizen. And I've now been stuck over here since the 24th. I've been blessed to be able to buy 3 different flights from 3 different airlines, and they've all been canceled. I don't know who this will reach. I don't know if it'll reach anyone. But I am not the person who gets on here like this. But I am desperate to get home to my family. So I'm asking, I'm pleading Please, just whoever can help us, please just help. And it's not even about the financial part. We just don't have a way out. Every time we try, it gets canceled. So I'm putting myself out here on the internet, as humble as I know how, to just get some help. Thank you. Hey, y'all.
Well, how in the world can we help this young lady? I don't really know. Let's bring in our guest though before we talk about it.
Grand Rising.
Rising.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Kool-Aid. I know I got the shades on. I'm incognito today.
I like the shades. I like the look, Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I look
Rock
like a
on with your
star.
bad self.
I know who that was. I had to keep looking down like somebody that got Kool-Aid phone.
Kool-Aid, the comedian. You know what it is. So look, I just wanted to get on here because that was hilarious when you said something about the guy still looking for me hiding.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. Oh, it's true. But no, childhood, they will never, understand our childhood games and fun that we had. And I wanted to say something, and it's the food. Remember we was talking about that last time? That's why with the
Dolly, can
Indian
you turn the
food,
mic up some?
Yeah, I can cut up some.
it's the food that they have now compared to when we were younger. You know what I mean? Remember you were saying how the kids act and, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a difference. But you want me to speak on that video real quick?
Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
What's going on out there? Is that the war?
Yeah, they say due to the war, a lot of flights been canceled. So she stuck out there. She been out there since February 24th.
My thoughts and prayers are with the young lady. That's why I don't be liking to travel too far out like that. That's one reason. But I don't know what they're going to do. You know what I mean? What is going to happen here? Are they just going to leave these people out there, or what if she runs out
Yeah.
of money? And, oh shit! What if she runs out of money and stuff? What's she going to do?
I mean, they gonna probably, whenever your flight and stuff get canceled, they make sure they take care of you for that. They
Oh,
ain't
okay.
just gonna. So
Just
they
leave you
probably
high and
put her
dry.
in a room or something until they can get her a flight. But I just like, I don't know. It's just like a lot of people just socially blind and they don't know what's going on in the real world. They just be out here living their life, probably going to work, booking trips, having fun. Everybody
Yeah.
knew it was a war and stuff going on. She still decided to go out there and take a trip for a birthday. It was the
Wow.
last place you want to go. Everybody knew that actually was knowledgeable of what was going on. Did not fly out there. And everybody should have known not to fly here if you lived there because this can possibly happen. And now that it happened, they're like, oh, please. That's like if they telling you it's gonna rain today and you like, didn't catch the news, but you went outside, it started raining, thunder, you ain't got your raincoat or
Right.
no umbrella. Just like, who do you blame for that? It's like, damn, you just ain't know. It's like, damn, I ain't know. But it's some people who watch it and know, like, oh, why they got his, yeah, he prepared. He heard that it might rain, so he got his umbrella and everything. So I just think a lot of them got to be socially aware what's going on in the world before you just go travel. It's okay to travel, but just know sometimes it ain't a
When
good
to
time
travel?
travel. What's your
Yeah.
thoughts on that, Riri?
Well, my thoughts on it is that we don't know who they're going to attack because, like I said, if you are a USA supporters or sympathizers, you're going to get dealt with just like you're the US. You're the enemy. So out there in Bahrain, out there in where she is, and that could happen at any time because you're not thinking they're going to attack us because we're not in the war, but because you friendly with them, or we going to attack your city too because y'all get a lot of tourists and y'all be hosting them. You don't know where war gonna break out at. So I wouldn't went nowhere on my 30th birthday, not out of the country because,
Right.
like I said, because you never know what country is going to be attacked or affected by what's going on. You know,
Mhm.
and just like they didn't know, you know, and it's like that all over. You know, and it's because they was like, if you don't get the U.S. to stop doing what they doing, or see they're doing attacking other countries so they could plead to us. Like say I'm gonna attack Kool-Aid so she could tell Marley to stop doing whatever he doing, and Kool-Aid gonna be like, Marley, please stop. They over here hurting me. They over here doing this and that. Marley, please, and that's what it is with these other countries. Oh yeah. Oh, I know you like Reese. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get Reese because I know you like her and she been nice to you, been good to you. So that's because you've been good to them. Boom. And it's like that in so many countries. We don't know who's the enemy anymore. So because
Mm-hmm.
of this regime and who's the politics is all over. It's not just here. The war is all over, and we don't know what's going to affect what. So people, I'm sorry that she's over there. I'm sorry, but somebody should have told her, "Oh, you shouldn't be traveling to the Middle East right now. It's not safe." I
Yeah.
know you want to get it, even if it was $50. Don't go right now. It's just not safe. And the people they're having the same problem in Mexico. They're having the same problem. Um, what's that? Where that other place they have? Oh, Brazil. They having it's like they're having the same problem all over. People are just flipping losing it.
Yeah, because the airspace is occupied. So, I'd rather them cancel the flights than get mistaken to be somebody else and get shot out the sky. So I understand why
Right.
they possibly doing it. And a lot of people don't understand, when you travel outside the country, you're not just in no weird country, you on America's soil in that country. So she's safe. You don't hear too much of like people getting hurt or, because they from America at these countries, and that's why, because you're not just out there in the Congos. And now you go outside of American soil, then that's up to you. Now you possibly on your own, but for the most part, I think she's safe, and I think whoever's from that country that's here in America, I think they safe. Naturally, we just don't attack people just because they from a certain country. It's like
Right.
y'all ain't the ones calling the shots out there. They knowledgeable just like us. For some reason we think they not, but they know we not the people who actually harming them. They know we not the people who dropping the bomb, so they not really just trying to attack us or hurt us like that. So I wouldn't want that girl to be feared that. But if she got family and stuff or got kids, I know that she can't wait to get home. But what they was doing is they bombing other places, like Reese said, to get our attention. But these places got America soil, like they bombing America on these places. So it's like if you set up shop in these different countries that's nearby, they close enough to attack it. So that's what they've been doing. They've been attacking all types of stuff. I heard that America attacked back and hit a school. I don't know how true it is,
Oh,
but I heard it
I
was a
hope not.
girls' school and out there, and it killed over like 100 students or something like that, children. So it's getting crazy if that's the case, man. Innocent bystanders should never be involved. I'm like, y'all got beef, then y'all go ahead and suit up, man. What happened to the old days? Y'all get on some horses and lead the way. Look, Trump lead, like go
Or
ahead.
how about just have a duel? The two people that's fussing, beefing with each other, have a duel, have a sword fight, or do them 50 pace and stuff. How about those people do the duels? If you got a problem with that person, it's you and that person instead of bringing everybody else into that fight. That's this.
Mm,
I feel like we in a gang war.
Dante said, I think people should go to the hood lifestyle course before traveling. Yeah, what's that? AQ? No, that ain't AQ ain't popping here yet. No, I'll send it a link. What's that Kool-Aid? You say something? I mean, in my
No,
head.
they was. I was saying that somebody said something about bomb Pittsburgh first. That's the people
Oh
are
my
sick. Yeah,
God.
they put that on Facebook. That's why I said this is no joke. Everything's a big game and joke nowadays. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I just, like I said, I just keep praying and you know every day for a miracle because this is no joke. This is no
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah. I don't know
I'm
what's
about to
really
call Weezy. Weezy, where you at? Weezy.
where's
Yeah,
that. See where
That's a
Weezy
good
at. We gonna see what else they talking about. Dr. Boyd. He had a question for the people too.
Know that
Oh,
more
okay.
people were deported under Obama than under Trump, right? We know this, right? Far more people, right? So it's not what they're doing, it's really how they're doing it, right? They're running up with ski masks and yanking people out their cars and scaring the hell out of everybody. And that's not appropriate at all. So I would never agree with any of that. And I think that's the question that I would always ask people is, so what is the question here? Is the question, are you upset about how they're doing it, or are you upset about what they're doing? Which tells to me, if you say it's just how they're doing it, that says, okay, if they were doing the same thing and they did it in a more respectful way, then it would be okay. Then I can say, okay, that makes sense. But if you say, no, everybody who's here illegally should be allowed to stay no matter what, well, then I'm gonna have to challenge you a little bit. And here's why. 2 reasons. One, there's almost no country on earth you can go to where you can just be there illegally and just be cool. No country. You go to Denmark, go to China, go to any other country. If you're there illegally, they're going to come get you, period. Number 2, when you're telling me that another person can violate federal law and have all sins be forgiven, and I know thousands of black men who went to prison for 20 or 30 years for violating federal law by having a little bit of crack in their pocket in 1997, I got a problem with that. Not because I'm mad that they got away with it. I'm just mad because I'm like, well, how come the rules change for everybody else? Well, how many of y'all know that more people were deported under Obama than under Trump?
That boy Dr. Boy, because now thank Red for the vid, man. Appreciate it. My man always spent some game, but you know, I know a lot of people don't care too much about Dr. Boyd. He be saying things to piss people off sometimes. What up, Cal? Say they all the same master but different puppets. And that's what he's saying. He was saying basically they doing the same shit. They just doing it in a different way. And he respect, people who actually see that. And he can understand he's saying, like, I don't mind them doing it, but if they did it a more appropriate way, then I'd be cool with it. For people who think it's okay. Wait, what you say?
Go ahead, Mom. I was going to say, like, for instance, if I come over your house and I'm not welcome, and you say, Reese, you're not welcome here, can you please leave? Or would you be like, bitch, get the fuck out of my house? It's push me. Is that what you're saying? It's the way we doing it? We still asking you to leave, but one is with force and the other is more politely?
Yeah. He's saying he can understand that. But now if you saying that this person can just stay in your house, even though you tell them to leave out, then that's just different. It's like now I got to question that, because it's cool when somebody do something differently and show a little more respect with it. But when you saying these people can get away with federal laws and stuff and get away with things that a lot of people couldn't get away with, and you saying they ain't saying, oh, they got away with it now, we can't. Just like, why did the rules change now? That is somebody else different that's dealing with it. That's what he was saying. It shouldn't, but it seemed like, that's what it been going on. And that's what a lot of people, been complaining about. So I just like, it's each his own, man. I just want people. What is that? Somebody, they about to chop something off? All right, Cal. It sounds like they might have a saw over there.
There is sawing. They put doors and stuff on the walls and everything. That's why, remember I said the allergies, the sawdust, the regular dust, the sawdust, the mold, the mildew, everything, everything is kicking up. Now, why you think I got this mask right here?
Yeah, you got one of their joints. Them the joints they be working on. But everything been surfing, it's just like everything that been posted so long ago that been around, it's starting to resurface now. So I'm like, man, your boy Furcon went back viral. This video, some of y'all probably heard of his audio clip, all types of. We gonna pull that up. Appreciate the
Ollie,
clip.
can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Why do you think it's resurfacing now?
Because I think Jesse died. You know, once Jesse passed away, yeah, a lot of stuff started coming back up. You know that used to be talked about a lot. So it's like, God damn, it's crazy that all these old clips start back up. It is weird. It's weird. But we got a couple on. We got him, Jesse, and we got an old clip of Farrakhan talking about Malcolm X and why he got dealt with, you know, and either one, whichever one y'all want to hear first is either one. And Jesse just an old one, him playing the game. I think he was talking about Trump on that one. I'm gonna play the Malcolm one first. I think you look like you more Malcolm. They got all types of stuff saved up in here. Just trying, and then your boy Mr. Tenderism, he got back online. He on fire. He starting his own restaurant business.
Mr. Tenderism.
He had to being fired from the, you know, the company that he was under. And he helped make fame.
Hey, yo.
So yeah, we got a couple of things we can talk about. We're gonna start with this one though. Y'all in here, please like, share, subscribe. You watching on YouTube, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in with us, showing love today.
I never heard this interview with Farrakhan talking about Malcolm X. This shit just broke my heart. This shit just changed my whole world. I always heard them say things about Farrakhan and Malcolm X. This shit just broke my heart. Listen to this.
Jump up against a divine messenger of God like he did. He asked to die. And God obliged him. No, you don't understand. Like someone said, did you Muslims kill Malcolm? So the messenger said, and what if we did? He said, what if we did? Have you ever seen a leader scandalized like Malcolm scandalized Muhammad? Have you ever heard of anything like that? Don't you know if you scandalize a man who's loved and honored by the people, what are you asking for? You're asking for death. And he got what he asked for. And those who killed him, they weren't sneaking behind no damn counter. They came in the place where the man was preaching and killed him in front of his own followers. That's fearless men. And those who were there to guard him, they were ducking. Damn cowardly dogs. Ducking and running under poles instead of trying to protect the man. And you say it's your leader? You damn punk, you don't have no leader. If he's your leader, why the hell would you stand up for him? Now all of a sudden they can serve you a dead man on a platter. And you eat him up as your leader, not knowing nothing about him while he was alive and know less about him now that he's dead. Malcolm's momentum carried him to his death.
Yo, I'm lost for words. I always heard this shit, but me hearing him say this, like, this shit broke my heart. This shit broke my heart. It's
Got the ghetto gospel.
I felt that way when I first heard it, like forever years ago. You know, that shit was crazy. Said they dealt with that man like they wanted dealt with him. You know, they dealt with a trade. I like, God dang, it's crazy because he's still like, he's the man today. It seemed like he replaced it, Malcolm. And things just kept moving. I just be wondering, how did the Muslim and the brothers felt at the time when this actually was said? You know, it's like people there, he talking to the people. Everybody wasn't in agreement, what I can tell from the response on some of the people in the audience. But after a while, you know, I know his Lord talk. He got that talk. He can talk to people into whatever decision they did decide to do with Malcolm is up to them, because that's their brotherhood, and they can deal with Malcolm how they want to deal with him, because he was a traitor. And I was just like, God damn, but this is everywhere now. And it's good that it's getting back out there. I just wonder how people try to treat Farrakhan, now that this video is starting to resurface. Because I never hear him respond to this video. And I always wonder why none of the interviewers ever asked him to respond to this. Or why did he say the things he said that day? And that let me know that the media is controlled. They all part of this game together. They gotta be government funded. It is crazy how they always get some national television time. Then you look up and see who owned the networks, the same people they talking about. I'm like, what? That don't make sense. Why would I give people a platform to talk shit about me? If I know you're gonna get on stage and bad talk me and say I'm this and I'm that, I'm not gonna let you on stage. But for some reason, they allow this man to come on stage, talk, and do all these things. They playing chess, man. I think we've been playing checkers too long. They playing chess. I'm trying to figure out how we can do it too. What's going on over there, Rick? I see you on your laptop, but you can't unmute your mic over there. You on here twice.
That's why I'm on both devices.
Okay,
Can you hear me? Because I'm still trying to work on one. A lot of times, and I see it a lot. People go along to get along. That's not really, because they might say that's not my sentiment. I don't feel the same way, but because everybody else going along, I'm gonna go along with that, knowing that is wrong. When is somebody gonna stand up and say no, that's not right, and I'm gonna go this way? The same way with the jab, how they made everybody take that jab, and a certain few that didn't take it, we were ostracized. We was like outcasts. Like, no, I don't believe that. But some people went and got it just to go along with everybody else. They were like, well, everybody else getting it, I might as well get it too. I don't believe in it, but everybody else do. The same way when you hear a message like that, when you're in a room of a whole bunch of people and you feel differently, but you look around and everybody else is going, yeah, but you like, I don't see that. But you still stay and you still sign up and go into that room because everybody else is in that room. Instead of saying, you know what, I'm not going in that room. I'm gonna go in this room because I don't feel that way. But they just don't. So many people are scared. Are they coward to stand up? Do you accept what's wrong because everybody else say it's wrong? And you know the difference between wrong and right. But do you go along with what's wrong because everybody else go along with it? That's how, some people agree, some people don't. Some people don't agree and go along with it anyway.
Man, you're right. So I always like to look into the history of these things. I'd be like, who started these things? Like who started the Nation of Islam? And why did he started it? Where he come from and things like that. Because a lot of people just think like God, the creator, did all of these things, and it just be so weird. And I'm happy that AI around. Let me see if we can just find out where the world. You can just like type it in and then let you know. And we're gonna find out. Cause I know it was a guy named Walter or something like that, and he was a white man. It was crazy.
They started the Nation of Islam, the one that Farrakhan's in.
Yeah, the one they always say Elijah Muhammad, who actually
I thought a black man started that.
His name is Elijah Poole. He was a student of this white dude. This white guy actually was his teacher, and this white guy actually started it. And that's what's crazy. If you talk to most people, they tell you the opposite, and that's why I like to do research on my own. And it's out here, it ain't like they hiding the information. It's right there in their face. It's just that most people get caught up in the book instead of studying the history of the book. Like, where did this come from? Like why, like who started this thing? Just like they don't care. I'm gonna just put it up right here for some of our viewers who watch and can see it. And y'all can look more into it, because it don't really bother me as much. It just bother most people who's already in the programming. And when you're dealing with people programming, they tend to get pissed off, and I don't like to get people pissed off. I like to just educate people on the things that they, be part and take, and and they don't know what it is. But as you see, this dude named Wallace, also known as Muhammad as well. This where all this Muhammad keep coming from. Muhammad Ali, Muhammad this, Muhammad that. He was the first one. I don't know who he got it from. He probably took it from somebody. But he actually went around teaching this, and his focus was on African American empowerment before disappearing in 1934. But he
disappeared?
Yeah, he appeared in Detroit in July 1930, preaching as a messenger. He was the messenger with black residents. He came to the black residents. He didn't go nowhere else. He only preached this to the black residents. He tried to give us our own religion outside of what they was already preaching over that. And he identified himself as Arab from Mecca. And this stuff is all research, but they even got books and stuff on this dude. And after he disappeared in 1934, leadership was passed on to his student, Elijah Muhammad, also known as Elijah Poole, who grew the organization. So they always try to say that he was just this illiterate guy, and like God came to him and just gave him this knowledge. He couldn't read or write. The God they talking about, this white man, basically named Wallace Fromm. That is not God. Wallace came to him and gave him all of this information and told him about this and that and that and this, and he passed the message on as if it came from God. And that's why I be asking people, do we actually study what we follow? And it just be crazy because these same people turn around. We love Malcolm, but when you hear that audio and how they were speaking about it, it's like, God damn, did they love him? We didn't really know Malcolm. I ain't know him at all. I ain't what they saying, witness the things that he did. But for the people who did, for him to be around y'all, amongst y'all, and y'all still say the things that y'all said, y'all look at him as a traitor for actually standing up towards pedophilia. The same stuff that's going on in the E-file, that's what Malcolm X had a problem with, messing with young women. But they put in these books that it's biblical that these things can happen. All you gotta do is have a cycle, and this man can fondle with you. Like, wouldn't that sound like a pedophile would write that or create that rule? Like, it just be crazy. But all you gotta do is look into the history of this stuff. And a lot of people don't care to look into it because they already part of the program and they don't want to do nothing to go against it. And it's like, I never care to go against it because there's a lot of good people in most of these religions. It just that they think they can no longer be a good person if they somehow let go of that religion. Even if you don't let it go, at least know where it comes from. Just like know the history of it. Everybody want to know where they come from. Personally, I want to know where my heritage and stuff come from. But then they tap into a religion or to a gang or a fraternity that they don't know where it came from. That's just always so weird to me. It's like when you find out the history of these things, it's never what you thought it was. A lot of it got a lot to do with devil worshiping, and a lot of people say, well, I don't believe in that. Well, the same people gave you God believe in it. So obviously it's something about it, but it's each his own, Reek. It's each his own. Just here, I guess, to pass on the message that I learned. Same thing they was doing back in the day. I know you
open up eyes to wake people up. And the thing about it, Molly, when we tell somebody something or expose the truth stands alone, right? But people get so mad and angry at you for exposing it. You know why? Because they can't switch gears that fast. They're a little slow at getting stuff or switching gears. So instead of me switching gears to jump, to do my own investigation, I'm gonna get mad at you first. You remember For Real said at the beginning of Lemonade, this truth will set you free, but it'll piss you off first. That is so true. So many people, because they can't switch them gears, and to tell somebody, you mean I was worshiping and doing what Wallace was telling me to do all of these years? You were like, yeah, Wallace. They'll get upset because they feel like they was hoodwinked, bamboozled, ran amok, led astray. They lost. We until we are able to we are lost in so many ways. I want to know where I'm from. I want to know where I came from. So but you also want to know, like you said, like your religion, why you do your religion. Because if you following the wrong people or going the wrong way, you still lost, right?
Yeah.
And that's still being lost.
Yeah.
There's so much to unfold and peel back like a layer of an onion. Every layer will make you cry a little more. Every layer, But if you want to wake up, wake up. If you don't. You got the choice. But you can't say, but you can't say that you didn't know.
I say I ain't know. I ain't believe him. I just be like them. I mean, it just be people you know and love. You be like, you can believe a stranger. The person who wrote most of the stuff you never met. You never heard of them for real. And when you learn and find out where they got it from, you be like, how you writing about people who died 600 years before you was born? Like, how the world is that even possible? How can somebody talk about somebody and saying this is their name and then just change the whole name and say that's okay? The message is still the same. It's just like none of it makes sense, but it's just like they can program. I can't imagine how that went for the first year. See, it's cool now because the letter J been around and we've been saying Jesus so long. But before that, they wasn't. So imagine when people first started saying Jesus, like, bro, where did that come? That's that new stuff, man. Nobody say that. Don't say that. And then after a while, they kept saying. It's like now they say that more than any other name you ever had. So it's just like that's just programming. They don't care. So it's a lot of things we disagree with right now. It's a lot of things like little boys want to transform into girls at early age. That seems weird to us. 50 years from now, that's gonna be normal. And there's everybody gonna be like, well, that's normal. What you want to be, boy or girl? Like, no. Because right now we fighting against it, but the more they do it and the more we allow them to do it and make it just normal, as time go on, it become normal. So I just like we just gotta be careful what we allow them to do out here because after a while, the little weird shit that we think is weird, they just normalize it.
I guess pedophilia want the kids to have rights to say so because they look at the kids as adults as they equal anyway. And it's sick because a child don't know no better. That's why they got parents. And here you are, a wolf, a grown adult person taking advantage or preying on the ignorance of this child. Child don't know that what you doing is you telling them, oh, this is how we do. This is how you show love. And the child don't know. All they know is that they feel weird inside. And they think they grew up thinking that they messed up instead of the person who messed them up being held accountable or being, dealt with. The child grew up thinking that they messed up, and that's wrong. That's how you mess people up. That's how you mess generations up. That's how you started with the children. I was listening to the book of Enoch last night, and some of the stuff how they talked about on the biblical portion. How they talk about certain stuff in the Bible, but they omitted it out of the King James Version because why? Because they didn't want people to get upset. They didn't want you. If everything was written for your knowledge and for your instruction to live, so why would you omit some of the books out of it? What did you hide and what did you keep it out? But everybody, we seem to be okay with them omitting books. Oh, it's okay to take these books out. Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Prince passed away. He had a vault full of music that never been released. If somebody get access to that music, they can utilize it as their own. They can say, I wrote this music. Even though Prince wrote it and it's his words and it's his creativity, people can take it as their own. And we probably hear a lot of Prince music. Sometimes I hear like certain people music. I'm like, that sounds some shit like Michael Jackson or Prince would do. And it's probably because of that, but people gotta understand it's the same thing with these books. They know whoever got these books or not, they get power from this stuff. You get to learn old knowledge, these things that people was thinking about back then. But we gotta understand this: Prince was a creator. God ain't write that. God gave him the ability to write the things that he wrote. But literally, if you find some writings from Prince, that didn't come from God. For some reason, we program if it's something old and it's in a book, then God must have put it there, or it's a message from God. Like, no, it's a message from another human being who had this type of knowledge at the time. And if for the things that they write, and that let me know they not dumb. They nowhere near dumb. So all this like we more smarter than them, we more advanced. There's no way, because they books tell us different. They had access to these books, and these writers are human just like us. It ain't come from no spiritual all this little stuff they like to make up. All you gotta do is research, and they'll tell you who the author was. That's why King James can take credit for it, because at the time he had power to do so. So at the end of the day, you think our creator will let somebody take credit from his work?
Like King James, that he was an awful person. He wasn't no good person.
From what we hear, he's a terrible person, you know. So it's just like, at the end of the day, if your ancestors had beef with some people, which is maybe the government, like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, if they was questioning the government and saying they couldn't trust them, and we think that they killed them, how the hell we turn around and trust the same people that they couldn't trust? How the hell we still be part of the same religions that posted back them? One was Christian, one was Muslim. Where was they at after this happened? They just put a new leader in play. Okay, Farrakhan, you over here. Jesse, baby, you over here. We got rid of them. Y'all two can lead. Nah, man, we're the fight back for y'all leader. And that's what Farrakhan said in that video. If that's y'all leader, then why y'all ain't fight for him? He bragging. He letting y'all know if that's y'all leader, why y'all ain't go out there and fight for him? Like, cause y'all know y'all ain't gonna do shit. I was like, man, that's terrible. But Buddy in the video was pissed off. Got another clip, Riri. This one was crazy. You probably heard of this dude. He always exposing little stuff about Kobe. He always got that weird little talk.
Where the Nation of Islam was getting their money. How many of you have heard of H.L. Hunt? Harold Lafayette Hunt. Here we go. I told you I'll get back to the true founder of the Nation of Islam. Was a white man out of New Zealand, born in British India, okay, that they call Master Farah Muhammad. See, the Nation of Islam is a cult, okay? His name was Wally or Wallace Dard Ford. Wallace Dard or Wallace Fard, okay? Wallace D. Ford. Born in British India. Was that British India when the British Empire had colonized India. The founder of the Nation of Islam is of the bloodline of British parents who were also born in British India during the British colonization of India, then migrated to New Zealand, had a son by the name of Wallace Dodd Ford. He migrates to the United States, lives in Newark, New Jersey, attends the Moorish Science Temple of America, Noble Jew Ali. When Noble Jew Ali took the Moorish Science Temple of America from Jersey to Chicago, this white boy from New Zealand, Farrakhan's God, moved to Los Angeles, worked as a cook and also as a waiter at a restaurant downtown Los Angeles right here. Almost beat a man half to death. Farrakhan's God, Wallace Dodd Ford. See, this is the show me state. Wallace Dodd Ford was sent to San Quentin, Farrakhan's God. Receipts always match what's on the table. Yes, we walk by faith and not by sight, but people must see it. Moves to Chicago, Wallace Dodd Ford, when he gets out of San Quentin. You can see his picture anywhere in the FBI files. Wallace Dodd Ford, San Quentin, moves to Chicago. Noble Jew Ali, set up by Chicago PD, because the Chicago Police Department viewed Noble Jew Ali as a threat. So Noble Jew Ali had to leave Chicago for a time, left his ministry to this white boy, Wallace Dodd Ford. Okay? When Noble Jew Ali came back to Chicago over a year later, He wanted his building and his ministry back. Guess who ended up being murdered? Noble Jew Ali. Then Wallace Dodd Ford, Farrakhan's God, leaves Chicago and goes to Detroit and begins to be a seller of silk. This white New Zealander, British individual, selling silk to black folk and lying to black folk, telling them he's the Messiah. He gets a young man out of prison by the name of Elijah Muhammad, whose real name was Elijah Poole. It's a scam, ladies and gentlemen. But guess who owns the Nation of Islam now?
Elijah Poole.
The Church of Scientology.
The more you know, the
Tom
more
Cruise
you
in
know.
them.
Yeah, they don't
The church-
physically own it. They got ties together though. They do like joint ventures and shit together. That's still
But-
weird.
but
So
they
for them
said
to
it's a
do joint
cult.
yeah, and for them to do joint ventures, Scientology probably own it, you know. But it's still a lot of people, they don't care to look into these things. What's your thoughts on some of the things we just even talked about? We talked about them, then we heard somebody else speak on it, and it's good it was him. I was just looking for anybody that actually knew who this guy was or can speak on it. I think that video was good enough because when I mentioned this guy name, people I never heard of him. Nah, you know, you can't believe this. You can't. I'm like, you can just Google it. You can go look up books where they talk about him. Like he was going around telling people he was the Messiah, black people, and we was believing it. You know, like people really believe it. You know, he ended up getting arrested, but he ran into the one guy that actually pushed his message even farther. But after hearing that, Riri, what's your thoughts on it, man?
That's what white folks have been doing. I'm sorry, I don't mean to put no color to it, but that's what Europeans have always done. That's how they blend in, and that's how they're able to take over whole countries to say that they the Messiah, that they the chosen people. By that. You heard the man said that Noble Jew Ali had to leave because he was the enemy of the state. They marked him enemy of the state, so he left the practice to Wallace, white boy. White boy said, okay, cool. Not only am I gonna take it, I'm gonna grow it, I'm gonna keep it, it's mine. I'm the new Messiah. I'm your God. And whatever people came in and worship, that power went to that man's head. Lying to black folks, lying and saying he said, man. And then when you say that the Church of Scientology, everybody said, oh, they a cult. Why would you want to be tied with someplace that you know do all the stuff that they said that they do? People that escaped it come back and even talk about. So why would you want to do joint ventures with them? That's like me wanting to do a joint venture with a pedophile. Oh, he be molesting and hurting children. It's okay. We doing business together. I don't want to do business with somebody like that because I deem them as being evil and unnecessary because you're hurting and hurting children and stuff. So why would I want to go in business with thieves, killers, crooks, sexual assault people, rapists, murderers? Why would I want to do that? Ask yourself. Some stuff you go along to get along, right? But when do you draw the line and say no more? When do you say no mas? When do we draw a line and say, you know what, this is wrong and I know it's wrong? Because guess what? Because you're gonna if there is hell, how people say, I pray there ain't no heaven. I believe there ain't no heaven. I pray there ain't no hell. By you going along with the murders and stuff, it's just like you doing it too. It's just like you doing it too. And you gonna bust hell wide open right along with the people who actually got their hands dirty. Just by you being there, being a spectator. But you could have stopped it.
You can be successful in America. Malik, you ain't hit me to this dude, man, that created the Nation of Islam, this white man, you know, Wallace.
Wallace.
Yeah,
but no, they said that he killed Noble Jew Ali. Why he killed the man?
Because he tried to take
So he could take his business. Noble
he,
Jew Ali was black. He came back. Okay, I want my ministry back.
yeah.
They was like, oh no.
He like, nah. He like, oh, well, I'm gonna have to off you know, because you're not trying to give me back my shit that I created.
Criminal.
Yeah.
Crooks. Crooks.
No, it ain't real. He like, I ain't giving you back something that's made up, you know. Yeah, I said, dang, exactly. We're not Islamic. That it's just crazy. I just always, you know, I had uncles and stuff, so I done heard stories, but I always thought Elijah Muhammad was like this guy, like, you know, that was just illiterate, and God came to him and gave him this religion and like told him, and now I know who this person is that he looked up to as a god. It wasn't actually God. It's like, man, it's another one. Then it's researchable. That's another thing. It ain't like I just heard it from somebody. Like we just pulled it up on here for people to see it. Even with the Scientology thing, it's right here. You know, it showed that they've been working together since 2010. You know, they not
But you know what?
together, but they do things together and use each other
How,
techniques and stuff.
how could the people worship Elijah Muhammad allegedly because they were saying that he was a molester and having babies with 16-year-olds and people and children younger in the faith? All of them kids, all of them babies. You know, you heard of that?
Well, they said due to their religion, that's okay. You know, as long as she had her cycle, is all types of stuff.
That's wrong.
And
Some people get their cycle at 8. Some girls get it at 8 and 10 years old. So you mean to tell me
yeah,
it's
you can
okay
do
to have sex with an 8-year-old or a 10-year-old as long as she's bleeding? That's cruel.
that. Yeah,
That's cruel. They don't do that to the men children. Unfortunately, they don't say a boy is a man until he passed a certain age. But a girl, they say a girl is a woman when she get a cycle. We don't have a set age to get a cycle. We can get it as early as 8 years old, 10 years old. We don't have a coming of age per se, but our men folk do, because they say a boy, what's that, 12 or is that 13, Molly? You know
yeah.
when they say that they transform into manhood, something like that.
Same people who telling the other lie. They don't know. It ain't no set age. That's how they feel based on this religion. They like at the end of the day, if she have her cycle, she can have a child, meaning that she's a woman.
Oh,
You know, in some cultures they believe at 13, you know, you can become a man. You know, before that, you can get married and all that, you know, so it depends on where you at and depends on your religion and your beliefs. So based on his belief, they saying a lot what he was doing was okay. Because based on their religion, he can marry these young women. Malcolm X just like he still didn't care. He just don't find it okay. You know, just he don't care what the religion says. So, you know, they found him as a traitor because if you believe in this, you should believe in all of it. That's how they look at it. You shouldn't just believe in this and that. You should believe in what he doing with these young women. It's okay because
mm.
his wives. These ain't just like some little girls he grabbed. These are his wives. And I was just like, man, based off religion, and you take religion out, people say you weird, you're a pedophile. But you put religion in, they say, well, you know, this what they
It's
do.
okay.
Faith. Yeah, so it's different. So every nation is recognized by religion. Ours will be the more science temple of America. What up, Malik? But if that's how they train in this society, you won't have a problem. It's just that they train us to an older age. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't mind if like 13-year-olds was legally okay to like marry 10-year-olds. You know, like let them
But they
be able
wouldn't even let us get jobs at
to.
13-year-old.
Yeah,
But I can have babies, I can have a whole family, but I won't. You won't let me get out there to vote. You won't let me to drive. You won't let me to work. But you gonna tell me I'm an adult, I'm grown? Make that make sense.
no, as I said, religion. You know, in certain religions and places, you is allowed to do those things at a certain age. America, you not. And I'm like, America, I wish we was able to do things at an early age, but not that type stuff like an older person dealing with it. Still, age should matter. At the end of the day, if they 13, they should be allowed to do things probably that older kids can do, but they should be still around the same age. It still shouldn't be no crazy age gap. If we want to consider kids to be adults at 13 and make more grown up decisions, it still shouldn't be no 30-year-old talking to no 13-year-old. That's how I look at it. Like it still should be some type of rules into play. But if they do this, I understand where Malcolm was coming from, so I ain't mad at him. I understand. I did
And
the
this happened when he came back from Mecca, when his eyes was open, when he came back and he realized that every color was his brother and sister, not just a certain color, not just a certain sect, that everybody, when he came back with a different outlook, when he saw something different, he came back different. And that's when they wanted to get rid of him. So as long as he went along with the program, well, I said the program, as long as he went along with the program, he was not posed as any threat because he moved the same way that they moved, right? But the moment that he started thinking outside the box and thinking for himself and standing up, he was considered a public enemy number one just because I didn't go along to get along.
Yeah.
Man.
Gotta go to get along. What up, AQ? I was calling for you earlier. I thought you was already in here. It was somebody else though.
No, but you Ali. Okay. Wow. They took the man's religion, killed him off, and then Wallace said, "Oh, wow."
Yeah, like teenager wasn't always a thing. Like somebody came up with that joint. I forgot who it was. It was like an artist or something. I just be figuring out like why we start saying certain things, because everything is created to me. Religion, words, books. I don't care what you say you are. Even the word human, you're a human being. Like that's something we all came up with and agreed upon to say this what we'll be called. It's just black and white people. Somebody came up with that. Before that, it wasn't no black and white people and all that. Oh, you Spanish and you this and that. Somebody came up with it. Until we started to realize that all of this stuff was created to divide us, then we won't understand it at all. I be like, how
Yep.
we don't understand we creators?
Just like they called us, you were Afro-American, you were Negro, you were black. Before, Jesse Jackson, thank you, Jesse Jackson, for the Afro-American term. So he coined us as we're Afro-Americans. And that's not true. A lot of us didn't even come from Africa.
No.
Even though that might have been the cradle of life, of civilization, we all came from there. But some of us was in our ancestry is right here. But you still considered, like I told you when I did my research on the Seminole Indians and the Cherokees and stuff, a lot of black people, they were telling a lot of Indians, no, you're not Indian, you're black. You're black. And that's because they was giving Indians reparations. They wasn't giving black folk reparations. That's too many. So they had to convince you that you were other. They had to convince you that you wasn't what you say you was. So they had to change your nationality. And it worked for the most. A lot of people, like I said, I was like, hold up. Yep, the Seminole Indians wasn't even recognized as Indians. They took them people out of rotation and said, no, y'all black.
We didn't
No,
even
y'all this, y'all that.
You just gotta think, if you see a group of lions, we know that they lions. They don't know that they lions. Like it was some lions and gorillas and some elephants. You be like, hey, lions. The lions not gonna just look. They all gonna look. They don't know they called lions. They gave us
Right.
Indians. So when they be like, oh well, they really Indians and they really this and that. Somebody created that name, and they was false because they thought they was somewhere else. So they just like, oh, they are Indians. And then these people probably didn't understand what they were saying. It was like, okay, they just call us Indian. We just go with that. Now we gonna call. We don't care what y'all call us because they like we know who we are. The whole time they putting this on paper. Now if you want this, you gotta sign this. They don't understand that language. They didn't come from paperwork. All of this laws by the sea and stuff. They living by the land. So now they bring all these laws from the sea and getting these people that's naive to this stuff to sign stuff. And they probably not taking it serious. Well, if I sign this, y'all give me this. Cool. Where I sign that? Okay. What's the signature? Like they probably didn't have names. They probably just gave them names. Well, we gonna give you a name. That's why everybody to take on a master's name. Because they probably have names. It's like, come on, if they did, it was probably one name and they kept it simple. But yeah, Jesse did a thing, man. This video been surfacing too. You know, I guess because Trump is in office, and this was Jesse back in 1999. I was
Well,
11
he
years
cussing out
old.
Obama. Is that he cussing out? Is that the one?
99. I was 11. Obama was still working his way in. He was young.
I now want to bring forth a friend who, when we opened this Wall Street project and we talked about it, he gave us space at 40 Wall Street, which was to make a statement about our having a presence there. And beyond that, in terms of reaching out and being inclusive, he's done that too. And created for many people a comfort zone when I ran for the presidency in 84 and 88. And many others thought it was either laughable or something to avoid. He came to our business meeting here in New York because he has this sense of the curious and a will to risk to make things better, who's an effective builder of building to the builder of people. Last year, he was a part of our workshop, of our panel workshop on what are the challenges and opportunities. And so this, a year later, Donald Trump, for a few minutes, challenges and opportunities to embrace the underserved communities. Donald Trump.
Well, it is an honor to be here, and I was with Jesse last year, and we had a lot of fun, and it was a little different. Jesse started off by saying, most of the wealth in this country is in the hands of a few. And I thought to myself, is that a bad thing? What's wrong with that, Jesse? And he said, listen, I want some office space in your building on Wall Street, because the wall on wall will fall. And I said, it's okay, Jesse, I'll make a good deal with you. I'll get you some space. You'll pay about $40 a foot. And he said, no. I don't want to pay 40. I said, how about 30? No. It was the cheapest deal I ever made in the history of 40 Wall Street. Is that right? He got it for nothing. He's a very tough negotiator. You know that, right? He's a terrific guy. We love him, and I'm here for him. And I will tell you, a large percentage of the people, and especially in construction, that are building these great jobs are Black and minorities, and I'm very proud of it. We have close to 25%, and I think the number's going up, and they do a great job. There are no better builders than we have in New York, and a big percentage of that is Black and minority folks.
I now want to bring forth.
And got me out of here. You can hear me, Ree?
Wow. So what changed? Was it a lie back then? Was it a lie now? Was it him back then? Was it him now? Their voices don't even sound the same.
Well, I know that when he said it's too many rich people out here, it's just a few, that's controlling most of the money out here. I know that was Trump when he said, is that a bad thing? So it sounds like still that same little sense of humor, but it is crazy, that was they pushing this narrative to make him to be the person that Black America fall in love with at the time. And now how you see how the media is pushing us to hate him at the time. And it's just like they want us to do. They want us to forget all of these things and just think of the now, or what about the now and forget the later. It just be so weird because there's so many videos surfacing that, Trump is the bad guy, then Trump is a good guy. Trump is the bad guy. So it's like, what is they doing? It just seems like it's causing a big divide in the country. And when I grew up as a kid, I can imagine what these kids saying. We didn't really care too much about politics. We was worrying about, what was going on television, cartoons and things. And when I heard adults ask about politics, I always remember them saying, who you vote for? And they were like, I can't tell you that. Like, that was a secret. You couldn't tell people who you voted for. That was something you kept to yourself. So it wasn't even no point of talking about why you voting for this person, because they don't even know who you voting for, so I just like, what happened to those days? Today, now these kids know what's going on in politics. They be making signs in school about Trump. When we was in school, we just thought all the presidents was cool. Bill Clinton, and we thought he was the best. That's because that's what they had us thinking. But now it's just like they drawn us to hate our president. Even when Biden was in there, it's like it was still a large group of people like he's incompetent. He can't walk. He can't do this. It's just like that making us look weaker and weaker as a country. And it maybe makes sense why these other countries, if it's really a thing or a war, is coming at us, because lately we've been divided. We don't even like our leader. It's the best time to attack, when everybody is attacking their own leader. So it's just like that. Damn, what do we do? You know, do they get somebody new in there that all the people love? And if so, who is that person? Who in the Democrat Party that everybody love? Who is in the Republican Party that everybody love? I don't know this person. They're gonna have to create this person. I don't know who it is. Who do you think, Reese?
And they will create that person. They'll create for whatever the need that they need for now is. They'll start off be somebody that everybody love. That don't mean that 4 years from now that they still won't feel the same that everybody love. Some people gonna go along to get along because money rules stuff. Money is backing stuff. And some people are going to separate themselves. You know? That's a, who you remember the game they used to play, the hustlers used to play called Big Bank Take a Little Bank?
Yeah. Big
And
bank.
if you got the big bank, you take all the people bank. So that's
Yeah.
why you got to make sure your money is long and strong, because that's what's controlling the masses. The money. He said it on the thing. It was in a joking way. He said, "Is that a bad thing?" Jesse said, "Only a few people got the riches." And he was like, "Well, is that a bad thing?" Jesse wanted more people to have the riches. That was the agenda back then. What was that? 1999?
Yeah.
What was that?
99.
That was the agenda 27 years ago.
Or
We could
11.
clearly see it ain't now.
Yeah, 99. That was the year. They've been out here. All these
1990.
Yeah, 1990. Get them all. Get them all. I don't know, man. What we
Wow.
gonna do, Black America? This your boy. We
My
all.
boy.
Yeah, you gonna know the voice. Then I know you can't sing. You better know the voice.
Funny that as long as Malcolm was preaching separatism, he never got hurt at all.
Sammy.
It was when he came back from Mecca and he said, "We must all live together. We must as black people do our thing, but we must all live on this earth as one." Blah blah. That's when he started getting his house bombed. He got wiped out months later. Same thing with King. As long as King was hitting the marches, they put him in jail. That was it. As soon as he started talking about Vietnam and the workers and this, that, and the other, heavy, too heavy for somebody. Wiped him out.
This interview was recorded in 1969, just over a year after Dr. King was killed and 4 years after Malcolm X was assassinated. The country was still tense, still grieving, still trying to make sense of what had happened. Sammy Davis Jr. wasn't looking back decades later with the comfort of hindsight. He was speaking in real time while the wounds were still fresh and the emotions were still raw. And in this moment, he chose to say exactly what was on his mind.
Whole bunch of brothers and sisters don't like me. There's a whole bunch of white people that don't like me.
Why do you feel there's a group of brothers and sisters who don't like you?
Because there was a whole bunch of brothers and sisters that didn't like Jesus Christ. That's why. And ain't nobody ever been put on this earth that everybody liked. They done killed Martin Luther King, and the only thing he kept singing was "We shall overcome in love and peace." Killed him, wiped him out. Killed Malcolm. Wiped out everybody, man. Don't you understand? And some cat hired 3 black cats to wipe out the man who was the martyr of our time. And when they killed him, he had a half a church full of people. It wasn't like it was packed and jammed, because already he was losing. And he says it himself, if you read his works, that there's a whole bunch of niggas that don't like me. Black folks like me, but not the niggas. Which is true. And 3 niggas knocked him off. Paid by white establishment. That's my feeling, and I will feel this as long as I live. And it was afterwards that the resurgence of this man, and suddenly we became aware of all the things that he was saying. Because as long as, doesn't it strike you funny that as long as Malcolm was preaching separatism, as long as he was preaching such vehemence, he never got hurt at all. It was when he came back from Mecca and he said, "We must all live together. We must as black people do our thing, but we must all live on this earth as one," blah, blah. That's when he started getting his house bombed. He got wiped out months later. Same thing with King. As long as King was hitting the marches, they put him in jail. That was it. As soon as he started talking about Vietnam and the workers and this, that, and the other, getting out of his field of reference, really, Heavy, too heavy for somebody. Wipe him out. You know, and it's frightening to me.
No virus.
Sammy was going off back then.
But he was speaking true.
Last long. What happened to Sammy?
So he died. Well, Bass used to say because he ran with Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra. You remember he was part of that Rat Pack. Black folk. Well, no, let me take that back. The niggas was saying, not black folk, but the niggas was saying that he was a sellout. He sold out to his people. Because because of who he was running with, the association or whatever, you know, like that. The niggas did. But he just spoke and told y'all his feelings of the now. And it's just like now, he said that these great leaders and these monarchs, we made them monarchs because we wiped them out. And he said that it was white people backing the annihilation of these black leaders. That was part of the program. That was part of the agenda. So like he said, soon as you go against the program, soon as you ain't doing the same thing everybody else doing in practice and everything, you get separated. You stand out, stand alone, and all your protection gone. Then you get dealt with. You're expandable. We all are expandable, honey. Molly, we might get dealt with for talking the way we talking right now.
You think so? Yeah.
But it is what it is. You can't hide the truth. Look, we may get dealt with, but somebody going to come across us talking like this 20, 30 years in the future. They're going to say, wow, they talking about the same thing that's going on right now. Look at us. We just looked at a film for 1969 talking about what's happening right now. So that time-lapse stuff, what they did in 69, it's the same thing that's going on now. We speaking in the now. We're talking into the now. You know, when Sammy was talking, he was talking in his present. His present that we look at as the past is our present.
Yeah.
That's something, ain't it?
Yeah, boy, he's like, he was on fire. He probably was good friends with both of them, you know, and to be out here supporting them, trying to make sure they get this movement up and running, then they just take them out. It's like, God damn, and then your people still hating you, and they believe in whatever the media might be pushing or whatever lie he probably seen through it. It's probably tough. Definitely for a person like him, but I just be wondering like why all these big time celebrities died or overdosed or always in the hotel room in the tub. It's like, hold on, man, do they all just like coincidentally just die the same, or somebody just constantly keep doing the same thing to these people? And it seems like always when they speak out, you know, if they trying to do something that's outside of the norm. You know, and it's sad because it ain't just whites, it's blacks as well, you know, so it's like we both out here going through it. You got some white people out here that was whistleblowers and something magically happened to them, you know, or Jim Curry done came back with like a whole nother person. So it ain't just black people, it ain't just white people, it's all of us, you know. It's just like if you up there at the top and you start not playing ball like they like to play ball, they gonna have to put you out, they gonna have to sub you out. And they just put somebody else in your place. Oh, Roseanne, you want to talk crazy? You saying we eating babies, huh? Okay, let's take her show. Not only take her show, she a racist. Let's make her a racist. You know, did you hear what she said? You know, they can do that to people, you know, and they can do the same thing with Diddy and the rest of them, you know. Oh, you wanted this, and R. Kelly, you want your own music? Yeah, we'll find out some things. They hold dirt on them. So it's like once they over on that side, you really stuck on that side, you know, and the only way out, it seemed like, is through jail or death. So it's like, do you really want to be part of something like that? And if so, you gonna have to play ball, you know. So I can understand why some people don't come out and say nothing. They know what's going on. They just know they can't say certain things due to their family, you know, or due to their loved ones, or probably just due to themselves. They probably just scared. They don't want to die. They don't want what happened to them to happen to possibly like a Bernie Mac or anybody that something may happen to. You know, it just make them open their eyes. Like them are examples. You know, if Kanye come out and they crucify him live, that's just to put everybody else in check. You know, Kyrie Irving say something crazy, they punish him, but it's for the rest of them to get in line too. Like you see what we did to him. Michael Jackson, oh, he think he big, he can say this in a song. Oh, we gonna punish him too. You know, we gonna make him a pedophile. We gonna make the world believe it. All the fans that love him now gonna believe that he's messing with kids. And they do it all the
I
time.
hate him.
Let us know. All these same people let us know that these people are doubles, and we'll turn around and still support everything that they do. We still believe in their medicine, their schooling, their religion, everything that they give us. Nothing that we create on our own. We just pick and choose out for what they already selected for. That's why everything is an election. Even from the food that we actually think we picking. Like you ain't going there selecting food. We electing because they already picked it for us. If it ain't there, we got to pick something else they already picked for us. So it just sucks, you know. It don't matter if it's your favorite cereal. If they ain't got that one, it's okay. We got another option for you. Now you like another brand of cereal, you know, but that's just programming. I just think a lot of people starting to unplug and it's starting to fuck a lot of things up. And whenever it get like that, they start to create war to get everybody back in check. You know, put that fear back in people. It was too many people out here starting to question us. Too many people starting to know how our leaders really out here living and what they doing to people about underground tunnels and how the world really shaping. It's more land out here. They ain't like that. So it's time to go to war, get people distracted off, question us about anything. If you got questions, just ask us about the war. And that's what most people are going to be on. The war is, and it's weird. I'm a cameraman. There's no way you'll catch me out there taking video footage of anybody getting shot or shooting missiles and choppers and all that. Just like it just seemed so movie like, you know. So I'm hoping that it's just movie like, and a lot of people not really out there losing their lives. Hopefully they're just using this as some type of psyop to scare people, because this would be sad that they actually take people's lives just to get us back in some type of fear or conditioning to listening to not question them. And this works for both sides, because once they in the war, they side gonna think, oh, y'all fought for us, and the other side gonna be like, we fought for our country, and they gonna talk about it, make movies about it, and make more money off of it. All of it's gonna make them money, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be families out here that lost a child, lost 2 or 3 loved ones, and you know, it's like they just sacrificing us. It's just like it's never none of their kids. You know, you'll never see the Clintons or any of the Obamas and them going to war. You know, it's just like you always hear a story about their great grandfather with the war. It's like, nah, then why y'all don't go? Carry on that tradition like a lot of other people do out here. Don't just end it there. Get out the other side. Getting some good energy before we get up out of here, Riri.
But the good energy is that we got shows coming up for y'all. The good energy is just love, life, and live. And love yourself. That's all we can do. Is stand up. Don't be scared to be different. Be you. Unique.
Be unique. It just made me think of Power. Gotta get that thing Raising Kanan back on.
Oh, that's my show. I like that. Unique. Be you. Unique. Yep.
Yeah, I gotta go watch that Scream 7 so we can have a review on that. We can talk a little bit about it.
Have you seen it yet?
Yeah, that joint good to me. Some people don't
Scream
like
7?
Yeah. Dang. Is I'm saying it? Yeah, Scream 7. I be saying scary movies sometimes, yeah. Scream 7. Scary movie 6 coming out as well. But yeah, I think, you know, everybody should watch it. We should talk about it for our Scream fans out there. Yeah, Scream been a shit since I've been a kid.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Make sure y'all hit that like, that share button before you get up out of here. We gonna catch y'all tomorrow on Freaky
Freaky
Friday.
Friday.
You already know they sending in some questions already. We gonna share a few of our flags where we go as well. They're gonna be coming across the screen as we talk. Cause Reese gonna be a busy woman coming up. We got the Yo Mama So Crazy comedy show coming up. Riri, you ready for that one? That's May 9th.
That's May the 9th in Baltimore. Yes. Baltimore Cultural Arts Center with DJ B-Man. Yay. Hosted by Bobby Brooks. Yay. My girl Gwen Factory gonna be in the house. I'm gonna be in the house. Xavier Morgan gonna be in the house. And headlining that show is gonna be Peaches the Duchess.
Mm-hmm.
Duchess, is it Peaches, Duchess? Duchess, Peaches, or Peaches the Duchess?
Susan the Duchess?
Susan the Duchess. Why do you call it Susan Peaches? Don't you like a Peaches?
Like Peaches.
Susan the Duchess.
We met at Peaches, remember? At one of the comedy shows.
But that's her.
Oh, that's her.
That's her nickname. Yeah.
Man, yeah, that is Peaches. And you said her name, you just said her other name. Yeah, they be busy.
That's at the barbershop.
You know, what is this? The Quantico Garden Comedy Kickoff.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they look
March 21st.
Yeah, this is 21st.
That's going to be lit.
They got 2 shows, 5 to 7. Then they got the late show from 9 to 11. This headlined by your girl, Miss Chocolate, hosted by our boy Phil. And this at Richie Highway, West Virginia, 3987 Richie Highway.
And we got some new merch for y'all to purchase. We got t-shirts for y'all. And we got look, I just got some new stuff for y'all. Y'all see?
Yeah, you got them hoodies and everything. Nice. And you know you can't forget the Love and Happiness Spring Comedy Show in North Carolina. My girl Riri presenting. Headline. We got Mimi Manning on here, also featuring our boy JB, Will Brown, Juan Cap, and host our girl G-Fact, our girl Gwen. This is the 23rd of May. Doors be open at 7, showtime start at 8. And you must be 21 and older. No young buck. No matter what your religion say, you can't come in here.
You can't come in to drink. Sorry, y'all. It's
Into
adult fun.
Yeah, come out if you can. You gotta make a road trip with us, man. Let us know ahead of time. You might can tap in right where we at. Get a room right beside us or in the same area. This gonna be a good one.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Look, my boy just said that he's going to come out. He just told me last night and celebrate his anniversary. I got some new music to debut by him. It's going to be his anniversary weekend, and right along with Alicia's birthdays. So we're going to be doing a comedy show, celebrate somebody's birthday, celebrate somebody's anniversary, and we're going to have a good time. It's going to be good food, good fun, good everything. Those is going to, vibrations going to be to the moon and back. It's going to be nothing but good vibrations. And if you coming out not to laugh that day, do us a favor. Don't come to our show. If you come to party and turn up and have a good time, come on, you're welcome. But if you ain't come to laugh or have a good time, take that negativity somewhere else. We're going to throw rocks at y'all.
We say good vibes only.
Good vibes only.
Good vibes only. Good.
Oh, speaking of good vibes, Saturday, we got a show, Big Mike birthday party.
Yeah, talk about it.
Big Mike birthday, hosted by our girl Woo Woo, Baltimore. I love Woo Woo. Woo Woo, yes, right out of B-More. She's gonna be hosting this Big Mike birthday celebration. I'm gonna be there on the roster. We're gonna be cutting up, and I don't know who else gonna come out and roast them and toast them, because you know I'm gonna roast his butt. You know I'm gonna get Big Mike. So that's all I can say. Last year, I heard it was a bomb.com last year. All the comedy funny friends was out. So it's gonna be like that. Get y'all tickets. I think the tickets at the door is only $25. I think you get it in advance to 20. Come on out. It's gonna be at the pavilion, Sula Berlin or Baba Sula Road, Sula Pavilion. Yep.
Yeah, the pavilion right by the We Are One, right behind it.
We Are One.
They know we're there.
So definitely. It's this Saturday, March the 7th.
Later, y'all. Catch y'all tomorrow. Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday. Tomorrow's Serenity, little Serenity birthday. I'm going to think of something good for her.
Happy birthday to our boy John Bivens. Mr. John birthday today, man. I seen y'all there with Eddie.
Is it?
Man, doing your thing, man. You doing big thing. Matter of fact, we're gonna probably share your video tomorrow. You out there cutting up with Eddie, man. That was too funny. I appreciate that he showed you some love, man.